Whiskey on your breath could make a small boy dizzy, but I hung on like death. Such waltzing was not easy. We romped until the pan slid from the kitchen shelf. My mother's countenance could not unfrown itself. The hand that held my wrist was battered on one knuckle. At every step you missed, my right ear scraped a buckle. You beat time on my head with a palm caked hard by dirt, then waltzed me off to bed, still clinging to your shirt.
This is a place that Roethke favored, and he used to come in here and drink with his cronies and his students. The moon was half the size it is now. It's just a little hole, and in those days they had the state had imposed a 1 mile limit from campus where alcohol, were to be sold. It would have to be outside of that 1 mile limit, and the Blue Moon's right on that line. I thoroughly enjoy his poetry. Oddly enough, after Wallace Stevens, he's probably my favorite American poet. I wish he was better at memorizing poems. I'd be happy to memorize much of his. I think they're superbly crafted work. Like many people, I too have written poetry and tried to craft good verse, but Roethke could do it well. And I think it's because he worked hard at it.
I knew a woman, lovely in her bones. When small birds sighed, she would sigh back at them. Ah, when she moved more ways than one. The shapes a bright container can contain. Of her choice virtues, only God should speak, or English poets who grew up on Greek. I'd have them speak in chorus, cheek to cheek. How well her wishes went. She stroked my chin. She taught me turn and counter-turn and stand. She taught me touch, that undulant white skin.
Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight at the Blue Moon Tavern, where Roethke came to drink. Coming from the university, regular basis, well known here. Knew the other friends, artists, poets who lived in the university district back in the 1960s. We're here tonight as an homage to pay tribute to Theodore Roethke, to read some of his poems, and to recognize his contribution to our lives.
There is no place to turn, she said. You have me pinned so close. My hair's all tangled on your head. My back is just one bruise. I feel we're breathing with the dead. Oh, angel, let me loose. And she was right, for there beside the gin and cigarette.
Day after somber day, I think my neighbor's strange. In hell there is no change. Where's my eternity of inward blessedness? I lack plain tenderness. Where is the knowledge that could bring me to my...
I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. I feel my fate in what I cannot fear. I learn by going where I have to go. We think by feeling what is there to know. I hear my being dance from ear to ear. I wake to sleep and take my waking slow.
What's the time, Papa Seed? Everything has been twice. My father is a fish. I sing a small sing. My uncle's away. He's gone for always. I don't care either. I know who's got him. They'll jump on his belly. He won't be an angel. I don't care either. Honora.
I'm going to read a poem by W.H. Auden. He was a contemporary of Roethke's. This poem is about Nixon, and I'll read it now. It's called August 1968. The ogre does what ogres can, deeds quite impossible for man. But one prize is beyond his reach. The ogre cannot master speech. About a subjugated plain, among us desperate and slain, the ogre stalks with hands on hips, while drivel gushes from his lips.
In a dark time, the eye begins to see. I meet my shadow in the deepening shade. I hear my echo in the echoing wood. A lord of nature, weeping to a tree. I live between the heron and the wren, beasts of the hill and serpents of the den.
At Woodlawn I heard the dead cry. I was lulled by the slamming of iron, a slow drip over stones, toads brooding wells. All the leaves stuck out their tongues. I shook the softening chalk of my bones, saying, "Snail, snail, glisser me forward. Bird, soft sigh me home. Worm, be with me. This is my hard time."